Hello, world. Richard of Carver here on day 339 of Sobriety after I spent 20 years of my life high. Good morning. It is 3 p.m. East Coast time. I've been awake for maybe an hour or so. I got a shower, convinced myself to get out of bed. I had an awesome sleep, I feel like, but probably could have went longer. Feeling good, though. Hello, everybody out there. Great to see you, Evan and Kate and Daydreaming. Hope you guys had a wonderful day so far. Mine's just starting to roll, getting the brain juices flowing. I can tell that all that spinal juice of the dream world is still slowly dissipating back, because I guess that's how your brain gets washed, is it gets your spinal juices all on in there. And Kate sharing the Steve Harvey emoji. Oh, I love to see it. Shauna TV says, hello, early. Gearhead Review, great to see you here. Neil Braverman in the house says, Oy vey, are you up chatting, my friend? I am up. It is morning time. I've got hot juice with caffeine in it. So that is my coffee today. We're going to see how it rolls, Evan. Oh, thank you, Kate. Fresh out, Richie Rich style hair, fresh out of the shower. I'm going to be heading to a venue in, I guess, 2-ish hours and helping the band that I work with, It's All Good, helping them out do their live sound this evening. So that's going to be an interesting thing. It's actually going to be my first time fully just doing the live sound and not running the lyrics as well, so I'll be able to have some dedicated time just to focus in. Going to be running it all on my iPad, so that's going to be nice. What's up, David Lorber in the house? Oh, I love seeing those emojis, Shauna TV. Love it, love it. What you guys been up to so far this morning? Any wild dreams? I had a dream that someone had broken into my house, right? And I could just tell. And it was not exactly this house. It was like a larger farmhouse or something. And I was very disappointed in them. And I was like, are you kidding me? And I remember, going through and you're taking note of everything in the house. You're checking things out. And then when I get upstairs, I find out that I think it's like, for some reason, my uncle's girlfriend or something went to Florida and left all of her possessions in my upstairs, including 2 of her dogs, which she never told me about. And the 2 dogs were malnourished and in baby cribs. And it was like, why would she go on vacation and store her things in an upstairs and not tell me that there are 2 dogs that were very quiet dogs and didn't bark at all, that were in baby cribs in the upstairs? So that was my dream. Noah says I'm still waiting out front. No, Gearhead, I do some caffeine. This is like some caffeinated juice that I have in here, and it's hot. Great to see you, Brandy. And yep, it is caffeinated. Neil, rock festival late and late as I fell asleep right after Sparrow's birthday bash. Had a cold. Oh, I'm sorry you have a cold, Neil. I hope you feel better way soon. I'm glad that you're getting sleep, though. Don't you worry. Your sleep is number one. TW, great to see you, TW. Welcome, everyone. HRH 008 in the house. Hello to you and Rita. What's up, Harry? Oh, yeah, wild dreaming. That's what we do. What's up, Greg? Great to see you, everybody. Yeah, so last night, looks like Kate got the kids to school late while it was snowing. Ugh. Because I thought there might be a delay, but there wasn't. And then they closed at 1. They just love to make it easy for you, Kate. That's what it is. Denise, what's up, Denise? Great to see you here. Good morning, everybody. Driving back and forth, haven't done much. Hey, that you need those sometimes. You did a lot yesterday. I did, Stuart. Getting the... What? Is that for real, Greg? I hope not. Hey CEO, thanks so much. This is my fresh out of the shower hair, you know? F5, it's like it's one of those squirt bottles that has it's like mixed berry and caffeine in it. You get it from Aldi. And then it's hot. It's very hot, which I love. And I also have some oatmeal with a ton of blueberries and nuts and craisins in it as well. We are in full wake up mode. I also have a protein shake. Got to get things in the brain. Um, I'm not sure, Gear. I'm still not sure what dreams are. You know, I know that for a lot of what my dreams are, I think that they are just a filing of different random thoughts throughout the day. But there's definitely subconscious stuff that happens as well. Um, it could be that um, that whole Aerosmith "Toys in the Attic" album. Like, it means you got well, "Toys in the Attic" I think meant that they were crazy, but knowing you have something going on in your brain that you have to deal with or something. And I was saying before, there are a lot of things in the brain that I'm trying not to avoid and trying to lean into and get things done. What's up, Molly? Denise says, getting my nails did. And Aaron's busy finishing Christmas arrangements for our vendor market next Friday. Oh, that's awesome, Denise. Did you help set that up? Like, what's going on with that? That's pretty cool. Vendor markets are fun. Yes, CO just woke up. Uh, you know, Woke up and got a shower, and then we got on here. We're gonna do coffee talks in the daytime. We're gonna do about hour shows, and then we're going to um, have a break in between and do our usual music show as well. Yeah, sweet emotion, Shauna TV. Loving an elevator. Dude looks like a lady. It was like 12 last night for Shauna, and freezing in NYC. Oof, oof. I know. I woke up and didn't realize that there was going to be snow. Have you ever had a dream that was more real than your normal reality? That'll make you question stuff. Yeah, I would have a dream world I would go and visit all the time. I think about that dream world. I would think about it, and when I would show up in it, they would almost know that I was dreaming into that world. And we're like, where have you been? You gotta, like, they miss you, but also, like, we hope you can dream us into existence more. You could dream into our existence more often. What's up, Wisecracker? I don't play any FIFA. Create floral arrangements, rustic, whatever comes to mind. What other one? You weren't prepared for the snow, so they were wearing socks on their hands playing outside. Yeah, I do the socks on hands thing sometimes too. I want gloves for tonight because I don't know if I'm helping the band set up and stuff. Because when you're a touring band, especially a local touring band that plays a bunch of shows, plays a bunch of different venues, things get covered in grossness, and it's better to wear gloves. So, what time is it for me? It is 3 p.m. CO. Shauna TV says, I have been to the cosmic matrices. Is this one of them? Though, that's the question. Spent the day cooking my weekly meals for Apache. Last night we dropped down below zero here in Boston. No, it's actually real, everybody. We are actually in the winter time. You do got to do it, Kate. You got to do it. Ay, ay, ay. Get this set in. So yeah, I'll be going tonight. Running sound. I have to leave here in, I guess, under 2 hours. And it'll be a good chunk of the evening. I think we'll have a later show tonight when we're doing the letter P. We'll have a bit later show. But I'm looking forward to the letter P. We have, I think it's 14 songs, so it's not as hefty as some of our other letters that we've played all the way through. Oh, 16 songs. 16 songs, letter P. Noah says, wool coat season. What's up, Tasman? New Zealand and summer in New Zealand. Oh, I didn't realize it was summer there. We have a member here, Emma Jane, who's here often, and they're in New Zealand. I didn't realize that was what the vibes were there. It's 2 for me. Gotta go. Hope all goes well, man. Happy holiday season. Happy holiday season, CO. Thanks for dropping in. It's at 6, but I gotta leave earlier to help this set up and then get all of the programs set up on my iPad too. Hello to Papua New Guinea. That's awesome, Daniel. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, so last night we did a pick your own adventure type of thing where we worked in the polls and we had people pick what happened with the polls themselves and where we would be going. You know, whatever won in the poll is what we would do. So by the end of the night, we had received a self-terminating message, one of those exploding messages that Inspector Gadget has. We got a message telling us we had an important mission high up in the mountains. We planned very well for it, got our stuff together. We hopped in our Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. We drove to the mountains and we saw a ghost on the side of the road. We actually picked the ghost up that was hitchhiking. We get there and we encounter 2 friendly mountain goats once we get to the mountain. Now, it was at that point that we realized that we left Noah at home. And that is where we are right now. So we're going to pick our story back up this evening. Right? It's so funny, too. Noah was like, who am I surrounded by making these votes? All downhill after the ghost. Well, you might be the hero of the story. We may need you to come and save us or something, Noah. It's like rock Mad Libs, yes. Mad Libs are fun. I used to have a lot of fun with those. All right, so yeah, we have 16 P songs tonight. Poor Noah. Yeah. Well, yeah, we've yet to see about that ghost. Whether it's a friendly one or what. What's up, Ten Rag? Just sat down to eat my lunch, so much warmer place to enjoy the stream versus my usual check-in spot on the porch before bed. And Ten Rag, thanks for listening. Thanks for being here. Yep, we're doing a little coffee talk. I love Mad Libs, says Kate. Me too. So we picked a mountain, but we had different options. I'm interested. We picked a mountain, but not a beach. You know, I'm like, I wish we could have picked a beach. Why is there a mosquito in my house? Bro, did you get the memo? It's snowing outside. No more mosquitoes, please. HRA says, we're coming back for Noah. Kate says, I fell asleep before all the drama. It was hilarious, Kate. It was hilarious because we had some really fun other options on the poll. Like when we get to the mountain, we encounter a Yeti. Or when we get to the mountain, we notice that the mountain is see-through. You know, some interesting things going on. No, we got to the mountain and we encountered 2 friendly goats, which is awesome. And there was another one that it was battling with. Does anyone remember what it was battling in that poll? There was another one that was like almost going to win. Oh, we found an abandoned campsite, but none of those things happened. We encountered 2 friendly mountain goats. And then the next one was, I forget all the options, but the one where we forgot Noah at home was overwhelmingly picked. What's up, Dina? Great to see you. I really like this. The story time polls are awesome. Thank you, Kate. I think it's fun. And yeah, we're going to keep the story going tonight for sure. So I know everybody loves some pancakes, you know, but I'm into oatmeal. When we had the poll the other night, oatmeal was my winner. I love blueberries. Cheers, everybody. Hmm. I also try and get some protein shakes happening when I can, because I don't really eat meat, and so I feel like my brain is eating itself, and I should probably have more protein. Sometimes I wonder about the no protein thing, and I do it because I definitely don't love the thought of anything suffering or anything dying, and me having a hand in that. So that's why I went vegetarian a while ago. I know that maybe this had some influence on it, but when you trip a lot, when you have a lot of Lucy and the Skylar Diamonds, a lot of mushrooms, you start thinking like of everything as conscious in its own way, and then I don't want to like make that consciousness lose its consciousness. I don't even want to like break a tree twig or pull a weed from the ground. And so I don't know, that started with definitely into the not eating meat stuff there. But then when I think about it, there's all these different studies that show that even plants are conscious and mushrooms are conscious. So where is my consciousness threshold? At what point in time is something worth eating or not, or going to be eaten or not? If a mushroom is yelling when you're cutting it to the other mushrooms because it's a conscious being in some way, am I really a vegetarian? Thank you, HRH. It is delicious. It's full of blueberries. I've got some almonds in it, some craisins. I gotta have some cinnamon on it. Hollabard says it is ski and snowboard season. Time to head for the mountains. Cheers, Hollabard. Whoops, smacked the microphone. Yeah, Brandy knows. I talk to my plants or sing to them. When I would garden, I had a huge garden, everyone. Huge. I always played classical music and sang to the classical, melodies and all. Kate says, gimme, gimme. Noah says, oatmeal is survival bunker food. I'm surviving, bro. Sean had oatmeal, but also pancakes. And then nighttime stories keep you laughing, Neil. Yup. Clean cut this beautiful day, Dina. It's the post-shower Richie Rich look, Have to get proteins, do the research, make the effort, says David. That's a thing. I can kind of tell, and especially because I am trying to rebuild my brain after being bad to it for so long and putting so many drugs into it. I'm like, maybe I should have some protein at least for a little while. I don't know. Thanks, Duck Life. Yes, you put craisins in your salad. So good. I love craisins. They are awesome. Neil says, I made a special recipe of steel-cut oatmeal with blueberries. Yes, that's what I do. I have to admit, I am a pancake, and you add, I am VA pancake, very pancake, and add raisins to my diet. And though we wound up leaving Noah behind, Dina. Oh, Tenrag says favorite breakfast is German apple pancake. Ooh. David Lorber loves the oatmeal too. Yup, Richie Rich. Actually, yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to go sardines because I have a bunch of those tuna packets. Sometimes I'll have tuna, but it does not feel like enough protein. And then I look into it, and then apparently there's just so much mercury in tuna. You're only supposed to have one of those tuna packets once a week or twice a week at most. And I don't know, I need protein multiple times a day. And then I look into it, and I guess like apparently smaller fish have less mercury in them. So I've been thinking about sardines, Noah. I watch a lot of well, not a lot, but I follow the tin fish reviews guy who wears the fedora on his, not a fedora, a fez. He's and he's got a dog. I watch him review tinned fish. TW made a vegan cheesecake last night, still setting, haven't tasted it. I mean, it's probably going to be incredible, TW. Oh my gosh. That sounds fantastic. Kate and I had probably the best cheesecake I've ever had. One of, because I also had like that's a key lime pie. It was like a key lime pie cheesecake that I had before that was incredible. That's up there too. But this past Thanksgiving, one of the best cheesecake experiences ever. Oh my gosh. What up, Matt Acoustic One? Great to see you. How's music going? How's the recording? Get a protein powder drink. That's this guy. This is the protein drink. The only thing is, apparently these guys have metal in them too. So I'm trying to escape mercury from the tuna by then drinking a protein drink. But then there's apparently metal in protein drinks a lot of the time. You do not actually eat a ton of canned tuna? What's up, King Doopy says, egg whites are a good source, low calorie. What do you do with the egg yellows, though? Do you just throw them out? Neil says, my father loves sardines, but only on Sundays. Is that a thing? Yeast drinks ensure. This is something like that. This has like a whole bunch of other vitamins all in it too. I don't know if any of that's showing up. And I've ripped half of them off, but love smoked oysters. Like from the tinned. Shrimp, you eat them. I do. Basically, if it comes from that's the other thing, is like sometimes I'll be like, well, I can have things from the ocean, especially if they're insects, which are like lobsters. And I don't know, the word shellfish is weird to me because to me they're just insects, like cephalopods. And that we just call them, I don't know. I'm usually pretty okay with like shrimp or lobster, and then clams, those types of things. Fish, I'm a little bit later on, but again, I'll do it every once in a while. So I'm like, well, if I have those, why not just have a cheesesteak? Sean on TV, I love the carrot cake cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory. That one's hefty cake. That just sounds incredible. Oh my gosh. Yo, what's up, Dr. Donut? There is a donut in the house. The yolks are not part of it. Okay, I see now. So you just kind of toss them. Yeah, Sean on TV, you live in a food like mecca. I'm almost in a food desert. And everything closes really early here. I don't know what happened. I'm down with places like, I don't know, I guess then employees would have to stay really late too, so I don't want that. But I really dislike that everything is closed by like, I'm not even joking, things close around 8 here. Our grocery stores close around 8. Literally at 8. Not even around. Jewish tradition, he ate bagels and lox in the morning and sardines for lunch on Sundays. Oh, interesting. That's where the tradition. Truther says, don't drink out of plastic. Fresh lake perch are the best. Yeah, Truthurts. But does it matter if it's already packaged in plastic? Hasn't it already leaked in? So you think I should then pour it out? Does that have a difference? Friday night fish fries are a thing here in Wisconsin. That sounds awesome. Good protein in bugs, says Noah. You're around the corner from a 24-hour White Castle. Oh my gosh. Neil's daughter only makes vegan everything, and I love it all. I'm not veggie or vegan, but tend to eat that way. Yeah, it's really good for you, I think, generally. With some proteins, But that sounds awesome. Sounds like your daughter's got some good baking skills. And don't buy plastic drinks. There's just so much. There are so many plastic everythings. We have plastics in every part of us now. Plastics have been found, microplastics, plastic, everything have been found on the highest mountains and the deepest waters. Those little waters in Antarctica, the ones that are just like pockets of water, there's even traces of plastics in those. What's up, CKW? Pleasant little tea time surprise. I've been off stream for a few weeks, but I'm nearly back. Great to see you, CKW. Thank you for jumping in. Yeah, we're having a little chill time. There's microplastics consumed from food containers and water, says Hollow Bars. It's another food health challenge to overcome. Yeah, I mean, we have it in our DNA pretty much, What do I think about Finland? I think Finland's cool. What do you and obviously... Oh, Matt Acoustic says there's some funny memes out there on what to eat and what not to eat. Basically, you shouldn't eat or drink anything. Daydreamer says eggs have the most absorbable protein, 35% more than steak. Whoa. That's definitely something to think of. More eggs than... What's up? Aditya says, hello, people. What's up, Mel D? Great to see you, Mel D. Welcome to the Coffee Talk. Peppino's Pizza is the joint, and then they deliver. Peppino's. So they have frozen pizza. It sounds, familiar. Oh, I see. Truth Hurts. So Jewish culture do not eat lobster or shrimp or bottom feeders for Truth Hurts. Interesting. Yeah, right. Everybody's got to eat. That's when you see food content creators and different things of that sort. And it's like, well, everybody's eating multiple times a day, so it's all smart stuff. Try iron vegan protein powder. It can be mixed with coconut milk. Hold on, let me write it down. Iron vegan protein powder. Yeah, I need more protein, you guys. I think my brain is literally collapsing some of the time. Iron vegan protein powder. Matt Acoustic says, take it easy, dude. Have a good weekend. Packers play the Bears on Sunday. It's wild. The Bears being like, I don't know if I can say good. I don't know. It's a weird world that we live in sometimes. Look, it's Riley. What's up, Riley? How you been? Great to see you, Riley. Welcome. Doing coffee talk, so this is maybe around a time where you can tune in. Great to see you. Oh, Shauna says it's fresh made pizza, Peppino's. It's phthalates that are in every sample globally. That's maybe what I was trying to say, David Lorber. But you got the gist. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correct, but oatmeal will collapse my brain as I am type 1, says Daydreamin'. Matt Acoustic says, I ate so much iron, I am now Iron Man. I have a very irony water. Like where I live, everything is red. The water's red. All of your appliances turn red after a while. And I have a really good filter system. I have a double filtration system. It's just, I don't know if that's the same type of iron. I should look into that. Like when you eat iron, is it the same thing as when you just, can you just drink the iron in your water? Over and out, says Matt Acoustic. Peace and love, man. I live next to the water and have a whole city island full of seafood restaurants, says Shauna TV. Sounds pretty cool. To the core out there. What's up, To the Core? To the Core says some people are more than 51% plastic. Noah says put bacon grease in the oatmeal. Been doing good, Riley. Let's see. Our foreign exchange student is a senior from Finland. He and his wife flew to join us for a 50th class reunion. Oh, wow. Oh, that is so cool, Denise. What a cool thing that you guys stayed in touch. Caffeine juice. Caffeine hot juice. That's the stuff. Well, at least some walnuts and raisins to your oatmeal. Oh, CKW. I'm going hard. We've got the blueberries, we got craisins, we got almonds, but no walnuts. I should get walnuts. I do like walnuts. Shauna TV says dieting in NYC is hard. New Food City. Phthalates are plasticizers, which are ingredients in plastics to keep the plastic flexible. Okay. The what part is like, isn't plastic oil? Doesn't plastic come from oil? I'm pretty sure it does, right? It's like some byproduct of like oil, like black oil. So, yeah. Yes, most plastic is made from oil as well as other fossil fuels like natural gas and coal. Process begins when crude oil is refined into different components such as naphtha, which are then chemically processed into building blocks of plastic and called monomers. Those monomers are then linked together in a process called polymerization to form long chains and create plastic. Pretty wild. What's up, Philip? Brandy says, after run, start dinner. Everyone have a lovely evening. Hey, now it's all good, Brandy. Thank you for jumping in and saying hi. And take care, Brandy. Shauna TV going over to ceramics in 2026. Yeah, MLD. Neil's made of sugar. I'm kind of made of sugar, too. I love sugar. Way too much. You know what I would like to be made of is pizza. Tonight, Denise, we are doing letter P tonight. And have a lot of cool songs for letter P. I like it. We've got Poncho and Lefty, some Paint It Black. We got Paranoid Android, Guns N' Roses Patience. We got some Peace Train tonight. Peaches from Presidents of the United States of America. Got Penny Lane, People Are Strange from The Doors. We got Piano Man, Piece of My Heart from Janis Joplin. Some Pink Moon from Nick Drake. We got Pink Pony Club. Speaking of plastic, we're going to sing Plastic Jesus. We got Prisoner of Love, Proud Mary, Puff the Magic Dragon, and Purple Rain. If you guys have any other ideas of P's, let me know. I will be working at the venue pretty much until I get on stream and leave. So I don't know how many extra songs we're going to get into other than this list. But if I know them, I'll try them live. Oh, thank you, Riley. Says, can't stay long. I'm out with my friends. Wanted to pop in, say hi. Miss being able to watch night lives. But hopefully when life is less busy, I can. Have a great day and night, everyone. Thanks, Riley. Have an awesome time with your friends. All good. We will be here, and thank you for popping in and saying hi. That was really cool. Noah says, Purple People Eater. Is that an actual song? Oh, Black Plastic is the worst one. It says it leaches worse, maybe. Aditya says, onions have something called allicin, which detoxes you from metals. Oh. So more onions, it sounds like. Neil said he wonders if he'd melt in the shower. Oh, definitely. Yeah, they are, Shauna. And garlic. You're going to need more insulin after the stream ends. Yep, sweets of the weakness. Onions and garlic. I want both. I love both of those anyway. It is a Halloween song, Purple People Eater. Penny Lane, Philip from Liverpool likes that one. One-eyed, one-horn, blind, purple people eater. Oh, that does sound familiar. Oh, wow. Okay. Let me see. I'll give a little listen to that. Maybe that'll join the ranks. Purple People Eater. It's funny how the Halloween songs are so. I don't know. I only know Monster Mash, but Purple People Eater should be one that I don't think it's been as big. Let's see. Oh, get it quieter there. Fresh garlic. Okay. Who wrote? Denise Dreeth wrote Purple People Eater. Oh, it's probably not big because it's like a little goofy sounding in how he sings, maybe. But I don't know. So is Monster Mash. One-eyed, 1.1 little people eater. It sounds wild. A one-eyed, one-horned, blind purple people eater. Is it flying or blind? It's a flying people eater. It sounds terrifying. A one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater. Sounds terrifying. So saccharin is best. I don't know. This could be disinformation. Maybe I should look up this. What is that one? Is a big aspartame? Wasn't aspartame used as like, I don't know? Wasn't that developed as like a poison before? Let's see. Aspartame. It's an artificial non-saccharide sweetener, commonly used as a sugar substitute, 200 times sweeter than sucralose. One of the most studied food additives in the human food supply. What's up, Rachel? Don't eat aspartame ever. That's what I thought. Daydreaming. I thought it was bad for you. I don't know. These are really long. These are long explanations, so I don't know. But what do we know about aspartame? Trace says, I thought aspartame and saccharin were bad for you. Oh, Bart says it's a Minnesota Viking, the one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater. Do they use that as their chant? Oh, it's very cold. It's frozen blueberry. It's cold oatmeal. I've got hot juice and cold oatmeal, Noah. The frozen berries that I put in it brought the temperature way down. What's up, Yvonne? Who is this new host? Great to see you, Yvonne. Please heat the oatmeal up. I'm sad. Oh, it's cold oatmeal, Noah. Noah, you think this is a survival barracks food anyway? Try xylitol. Oh, interesting. Purple people eater. Phenylalanine. I don't know. This is a big read. Yeah, if it can lead to cancer, then no way. What up, Billy Cheese? They ate a better last meal, yeah. Maybe not so much anymore, Hollow Bars. Treats cavities too. Xylitol sounds awesome. I know it's in some, what is it, some type of gum. Maybe a lot of gum. What up, Tay? If you ever have ants, sprinkle a sugar substitute. We'll take it back to the home and we'll get rid of them. That can't be good for us to ingest. Whoa. That sounds scary. If it takes care of ants in that way, then yeah, it doesn't sound great to be able to ingest. I love ants. Ants are wild. That's another consciousness conversation. You know, just thinking about ants being a mass conscious mind in a way. And we usually kill them. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm just trying to talk myself back into having meat in some way. Ant poison / aspartame. Billy Cheese, the letter tonight is P. That's why we were just singing Purple People Eater. Well, I don't know if I'll try that one. We'll see. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's good to treat ourselves right. We are going to try and get into the hundreds, everybody. Let's go. You know, we're going to not try. We will get there and exceed the hundreds. We're going to keep it rolling. We're going to keep living longer and healthier and be able to do it. So it's good to take care of ourselves and not eat all the rough stuff, even though it's readily available. But I don't know. I guess meat is one of those things that would be rough. I don't know. And all the things that we put into it. Sean TV says meat. No, it says start with bacon. Does anybody have any other P titled songs for tonight? The way this AI and tech is going, we might be vampires. AI is so scary. I use it for, a bunch of different little things as a tool. But it's kind of like CGI in movies. When movies do all CGI, like monsters or something, they look terrible. But if they use it for tracking or for stuff like that, it can help overall. So as a tool, I guess it can be useful. Oh, P.S. I love you. That's a good one. I'm writing that down. Right, Dina? Yeah, that's the thing. I always try and take things outside, try not to kill them. Ants are a little rough with that, though. Please, Please, Please by the Smiths. Perfect, Powderfinger. Popping. Wow, there's a lot more P's than I thought. Packed like sardines in a crushed tin box from Radiohead. That Will Please Naomi. What album is that off of? It's a tool in a tool set, it says Tay, right? Let's see. I'm writing some of these down. Please, please, please. All that's coming up is Sabrina Carpenter. Yep, Purple Rain's on the list. Absolutely. Razor Ramon. That is quite the compliment. Brody McScrooge. I used to love Razor Ramon. I thought he was hilarious. Naomi and me and sardines. Let's see. I'm writing these down. Yep, Proud Mary we're playing. It takes a long time showing on TV. It is... Let's see, it's on Amnesiac. Okay. I'll probably know it then. Good morning, Emma Jane. It's 10 a.m. on a Saturday. Emma Jane, is it summertime there? Yep, paint it black. Same Brody. I already did Dakota. Some of these I'm seeing them, but I don't know. Pour some sugar on me. I don't know if I really know it like that. But definitely Proud Mary. Part-Time Lover, Noah. Is that the is that different than anyone else but you? From I'm thinking Moldy Peaches. You're a part-time lover and a full-time friend. Pop goes the weasel because the weasel goes pop. Is that from the three? Enjoy the rest of the coffee chat. Have a few things to finish up with work for the weekend. Prep for ski season this weekend. Hosting our preteen daughter's paint night birthday party. That sounds so fun, Tenrag. What beautiful memories. That's so cool. Tenrag, thanks for checking in. Hope everything's been awesome. Appreciate you checking in, man. Oh, Psycho Killer. Holobards. Good call there. Psycho Killer. Let's see. Kind of know that one. Yep, we got People Are Strange that we're going to play. What up, Tori? How you been? Definitely, Yvonne. Definitely is. I could probably attempt Psycho Killer. Someone had suggested Once in a Lifetime last night, but it just didn't sound right. Powderfinger is one. I know I've been asked a couple times by David. I'll try and get Powderfinger down. Maybe I could probably pull it off. Papa Was a Rolling Stone. That's a pretty good one, Gina. Might go do that one. Ooh, Pandy Fackler from Wayne. Yes, Melody. My Pandy. That's a good one. That's a fun call out. All right, I'll listen to Powderfinger a little later. I'll see if I can pull that off for you there, David. Eat whole foods is the best overall. Your immune system cells shut off and shakes for 8 hours. Yeah. Like things that have stuff to break down, like celery is good, like things that have content to it. Oh yeah, Plush. Plush is a good one. The only thing is the lyrics for Pandy Fackler are a little rough. Parents just don't understand. Vanilla. Plush from Stone Temple Pilots. I've never tried that one, but it's on my list of ones to do, and I love that song. The wild part is, I'm sure people know this, is that Stone Temple Pilots are really good. And their guitarist is really good. He doesn't use regular chords. That's one of the things that I think of how they got their specific sound. Like Alice in Chains, they're great. I love Alice in Chains, but their specific sound was really around minor chords and having two singers that sang fourths away from each other that always created this tension type of thing all throughout the songs. I think Stone Temple Pilots had a really talented singer whose guitarist did wild chords to create that lush kind of thing, and that's kind of their thing, you know. So, and they also use different types of tunings a lot of the time as well. So I'll look into Plush, but I don't know if I'll play it tonight because I gotta have time to learn it. I can clean it up. Yeah, I will reinvent the lyrics. I do that with some songs. Hey, thanks, Neil. It probably will be a little bit later. What's up, PS? The Blondie in chat. Beautiful, beautiful Blondie. What's up? Great to see you here. Tonight's letter, Eloy, is P. The letter P. Let Me Get What I Want by the Smiths. Ah, I see. By your nose. Yes, SCP Guitar Bros. Play those jazz chords. Yeah, they're really inventive too. They're very interestingly voiced. Ooh, Pardon Me from Incubus. I love that song. Saw the STP guitarist walking on the boardwalk with a woman in the early 2000s. That's pretty cool, Noah. I wonder what they're up to, because I don't know about how you guys feel, but you know, it's like when a member of the band passes away, especially someone like the lead singer of Stone Temple Pilots. I just think about that, and I forget that there's like the entire rest of the band there that are artistic and really good at their instruments. I wonder what type of projects they're into. What's up, Jennifer H? Great to see you. Hello, hello. Just having a little, well, not exactly coffee talk, hot juice and cold oatmeal talk. The guitarist owns the Viper Lounge. Ghost Adventure with the Viper Lounge was interesting. I am a Ghost Adventurers fan, you guys. I don't know if you guys have ever watched that, but Zach Bagans is hilarious. This dude takes himself extremely seriously, and you never know whether it's a bit or not. It's pretty incredible. I don't know if you guys ever watch it or not. It's something to behold. Oh, Peaceful, Easy Feeling. What's up, El Rocker? That's one I could probably do. All of a sudden, P is getting decked out. Went from 16, we're going to go to a ton. It's going to be wild when we get to the letter S. The letter S has 49 songs, and I'm sure we can make it 50 as we're playing through. Let's see, what is up there? What's that name I just saw? Keck. Thank you, Keck. I don't know who that is. Used to have friends here that were paranormal investigators, but they moved to North Carolina. I have that, the spirit box that goes through all the different radio stations, that, and every once in a while you'll get like a word from it. Emma Jane says, I had a little friendly Christmas tree competition with two of my friends. And you won! Yes, Emma Jane. I made a fake fireplace with a box and a computer screen image of a fire, brick stickers box, and cut out a square. That's awesome, Emma Jane. So that was like underneath the tree? Or like next to it? I'd love to see a picture. That's awesome. And congrats on the win. What's up, dog and squirrels? Great to see you. Hey, it's all good. We're just having our coffee talk. We're going to start doing coffee talks for about an hour show each day. Just getting to catch up, go through different talks. Today, our talk was loosely based around protein and foods and how I'm not getting enough protein. And so all of you have been making awesome suggestions. Captain Clark says 95% of every bowl of oatmeal I ever ate in my life was in solitude. It's an alone eating kind of food. Well, now I am having it maybe in solitude, but also with all of you. So it does. I don't know if that counts. Yeah, it's an interesting club for sure. Jennifer H. Passenger from the Deftones. Hey, I'm all about it. I would love to go to any of those places. All of what I think it's an interesting thing because I think vibes are everything. Like if we are literally, because we are atoms held together, and they all vibrate at frequency, and we're held together with electromagnetism. And if there's a way that we can change the frequency at which we vibrate, can we vibrate into other planes of existence, or can those other things vibrate in and out of our general frame of what light bounces off of? Sometimes they're vibrating at one where light does bounce off of it, and others where maybe it doesn't, and or maybe are shared here on Earth or not. So it could be a cool idea if there are, since we see such a small range of light, are there things that we can't see? You know, and if we're vibrating at a certain feeling, like we call it fear or love, at heightened places of vibration, can we all of a sudden see things that are harder to see? And sometimes, so I like the thought of like quote ghost adventures, not just because of like maybe they're not even catching ghosts, maybe they're catching impactful moments that are imprinted in the fabric of space-time there, uh, ripples that other people's emotions through time have done in that area. Maybe they're catching things that are like, it's just like an invisible dog, some, not an actual dog, but some type of entity that only exists in certain frames of vibration and light. So it's neat to kind of think in those things, but I don't know if it's like full on ghost interactions in the way that we think of like, like a dead person, you know. But it's cool. It's kind of like how I like Ancient Aliens. That show is wild. Not for it being Ancient Aliens, but because they bring up throughout it some mysteries that are kind of fun to talk about. So it's like, throwing the baby out with the bathwater. It's like for the entirety, that show is just some craziness that mostly is not on point, but they do bring up some mysteries in it. And it's kind of the same thing I feel like with Ghost Adventures. It's like, it's mostly all wild stuff. But hey, they just also are maybe catching on some of the unknown, you know? Yeah, totally, Jennifer H. Maybe. Those are the ways I think too, until so much bad happens. And then I'm wondering, Jennifer H., I'm like, well, why? I thought that I was doing all right. Why is all of this bad happening and something I can't change, you know? And then that makes me go backwards on how I'm feeling about vibrations sometimes, you know? No, I do not. Game curator. Luckily, I have not yet, and hopefully will not. Oh, I like that. Yeah. See, consciousness without body. It's gravity. That's a fun thing too, because gravity is unknown of what it is fully. We can measure the effects of gravity, but not what it is, which I think is pretty neat. It's still kind of a mystery. No, El Rocker says, when ghosts talk to me, I play dead. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like consciousness is one of the coolest things. I love consciousness. Consciousness is one of the things that we were even talking about why I don't eat meat really. It's like that consciousness is something that I really value, and I think it's so neat. There's different conscious levels of everything. So everything needs energy, though. So that's an important part too. So if it's consciousness without a body, it's like how can the consciousness exist unless it's pure energy? I guess you know. Dog and squirrels. Uh, that's untrue. There, dog and squirrels. We are vibrations. Like we are literally. Like when you look at us, all you need to do is deep, 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 magnifying all the way down. Every one of us is in quantum mechanics, or we're literally particles held together with electromagnetism, and they are literally vibrating at different frequencies. It's what we're made of. So then it's just a matter of like, okay, well, if we're that and thought is not that, consciousness is not that, how does thought and consciousness inhabit a complicated structure of particles that are held together with electromagnetism? You know? Well, if consciousness is an illusion, how are you typing anything to me? You know? Have I read the Kybalion? Maybe not. I don't know if I'm probably not pronouncing that right. Tabula Smaragdina. I don't think so. Jennifer H. Careful what you're watching and listening to. Negative energies are everywhere. Ask the universe, Archangel Michael, to protect you while watching stuff that is skeptical. There's a thin veil. That's the thing. There's so many little layers of it. It gets insanely complicated fast, you know? Um, it, Dina, I like all of those. I like all of those. Blondie says so true. I agree, daydreaming. It is amazing how we're made. You know, complicated structures becoming consciousness might be what, you know, is the inevitability factor. You know, that whole thought of is there life in the universe? If there's an ability for a structure to become more and more complicated, is consciousness inevitable? You know, but if everything takes energy, it also brings me to the place of like, whoa, um, scared about that whole cold universe thought. That if it keeps on going all the way out, and we keep expanding and expanding all the way to where particles are ripped apart and everything is too far away to have any gravity, are we really going to a cold universe where then there becomes nothing? Because that seems pretty wild. Because I more prescribe to the thought of like, uh, I thought that we were going to be expansionary and then back and forth, you know, like infinite through time, explosions of the quote Big Bang or the Great Expansion, and then back into itself, and then do it over and over and over again. And maybe some iterations have consciousness in there and some don't. Uh, but I don't know. I like this black hole universe theory too. I think it's pretty interesting. It is amazing, Emma Jean. Dog says, let's see, just doing things does not mean free will. Illusion, all we touch, all we see. Yes, totally daydreaming. I love it. Yeah, I'd have to check that out, Jennifer H. Yeah, I did see that, David Lorber, that we've hit, um, what is it, peak star making, at least. Give out love, get back love. Yes, daydreaming. I do see that. And that is something that I feel. What's up, Key? Yeah, that's one thing that I do notice is definitely very real, you know, in a lot of different interactions, even just on here of ones that'll come in like a negative way, and then what gets back to that person. It's just an amazing thing to watch. But well, this is a beautiful conversation that could go on and on and on, and we should talk about it because I love it. Yep, awesome. David says, and in the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make. Oh, Neil says, I have a little puppy waiting for my attention, so I hope to see you all later tonight. Rock, have an awesome, safe gig, my friend, and see y'all later if I can stay awake. What's up, Real Jimmy? Neil, thank you so much for hanging with us, Neil. Peace and love, my bro. Listen to Ziggy Stardust for like the 60th time today. Still hit so hard. Might try and get Ziggy done on the Z's for the songs, for the Z song list. What's up, Michael? Hey, thank you, Key. Love the community here. We have an awesome community, Key. Really, just the best. Like right now, we're just having coffee time, waking up and chilling. I do music streams and stuff as well. So tonight we'll be doing the continuation of our A through Z song series. And we are on letter P tonight. If I have the ability, I may stream the band that I'm doing sound for tonight. But I might just focus in and do that and get home and do the music stream afterwards. Jennifer loved the Steve Harvey. Oh, and I think we actually unlocked a couple other emojis, so I'll try and get those loaded for tonight's stream as well, because we got a couple other members last night. So I think I think at least one more emoji is able to be added. So, all right. On that one, that is our hour-long coffee talk. That we're going to start doing our coffee talks on each day. We're doing coffee talks. Hey, yeah, definitely. Hey, it's awesome, dog. Thank you for being here, dog. And we're still doing tonight too. Yep, solo artist. I do play with bands as well. I'm mostly a solo artist, Key, but I also play bass with some bands, and but I'm always open to playing music, you know. Melody says, "Peace of Mind" is a great Boston. Oh, I love that song. These are good ones, Mel. And Peace Trail. I don't know if I knew that one. But hey, looking forward to tonight. Thank you so much, Calvin. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out here and having this talk. This was awesome. I love being able to get into this frame of mind with everyone, and we should dive back into this. I would love to always talk about consciousness and different feelings on vibrations, and love begetting love, and then the alternate of that, and what any of that even means, you know, and you know, origins of universe. I just love those types of things. But I also love music, and music is one of those things that to me is a beautiful thing, because it is also vibrations, just like maybe we are almost like giving birth to things in the moment with vibrations. If we're vibrations and we are vibrating music out, it gets wild. So peace and love, everybody. This was awesome. You guys are so great. Cheers. I hope you have a great few hours before I jump back on here where we do letter P. It was awesome. Hope to see you guys soon. 639 Healing Frequency is one of my faves on YouTube. Oh, and it does that vibration wave. I used to sleep to some of those things. David Lorber says I stole a bagel. What's up, John Peterson's Random Adventures out there? All right, everyone. I hope to see you tonight. Have a wonderful few hours until we have that stream. And hope to see you soon. Take care of yourselves. You deserve it. Melody says that's me walking out with the socks and sandals. All right. Take care, everybody. Good night. Or not good night.